So here is the Rc2 version of the Prusa headband. I'm actually printing Rc3s. The only real difference is right in here where there's hexagonal holes. The Rc3 doesn't have them. Right now I'm just using some pipe cleaner to hold it on, but you should use elastics that you could wash. I'm just using this for around the home, so I'm not really worried about going out. And as you saw, you could wear a surgical mask or N95 underneath these and still have plenty of clearance. I've actually worn this outside a few times and don't have any problem with it. Actually, you don't need the bottom stiffening piece, and our group Make for COVID actually recommends that we don't print up the bottom piece, which is actually pretty good because when you lean forward, you can sometimes stab yourself, and it just flexes that way. When you cut the sheets, I used an old report cover, which is fairly stiff. Do you go to the Prusa site and get the pattern so you could punch the holes exactly? Because if you don't, you'll have to come back, repunch them, and that's why I have mine taped on. But yeah, if you have a laser cutter, it could come precisely and just crank them out. That'd be great. If not, you can hand punch them because these pegs on them, the pegs on them are designed to fit a standard hole punch. And just if you don't, you could tape them on, but you'd have to retape it just to hold it on. So definitely use a pattern when you do this. Otherwise, most medical professionals wear like a head covering of some sort, like a buffon or a surgical cap. So put this over and provides full face coverage past the eyes on both sides. And this particular one just rests a little bit on the buckle for the hat, so that's even better. But it's never fogged up on me, and like I said, having it flexible actually gives you a little more comfort. Definitely cut the corners off on the bottom. That way when you're going like this, you're not stabbing yourself in the shoulder, and the pattern has a nice round cut. If you could laser cut these, that'd be great. If not, there is a template you could use to lay it out and manually cut them. And you could easily laser cut a few thousand of these in a day, or hand cut a few hundred. These take about 2 hours to print. So right now, everyone in the Make for COVID group is printing up Rc3 headbands as fast as possible. So if you want to do this, I'll leave a link in the description for the Make for COVID group. Otherwise, I think if you could help in any way, either sewing elastic bands or cutting the sheets, that's going to be needed just as much as people printing up the headbands, because these and the face and the plastic are going to be the limiting factor. And for this, like I said, I used a report cover. You could also use overhead laminating sheets, which is actually thin PETG. They're also called projection acetates. I've seen people use like old projector film, other kinds of thicker plastic. You want something that has some rigidity to it. But I've taken this outside and it's gotten blown around a little bit in the wind. But if you're inside, this is a nice face shield. So this is the Prusa R2, but the RCs are printing now, and I'll put a time lapse on that.